Imagine you are in a party, listening to the music. What do you feel? Excited? Want to dance along with the music? Now listen to this. Suddenly feeling relaxed and calm. Music is such a powerful thing that affects our thoughts, emotion, and mood. But the question is, does music actually touch your heart? To be specific, does music tempo have an effect on our heart rate?
A study published in 2018 explored the relationship between musical tempo and heart rate. In the study, 23 participants were played drum beats of a baseline tempo, followed by that of an accelerated tempo. The changes in their heart rates while listening to the drum beats of different tempo were then measured. Analysis of the data concluded that heart rates did not increase proportionately with the increase in tempo, and that there was no direct correlation between musical tempo and heart rate. We want to see whether the same results would be achieved using a modified experimental setup. Therefore, for our study, we will hypothesize that a difference in the tempo of music does not have an effect on heart rate.
To find out the effects of music tempo on heart rate and test our hypothesis, we designed an interview and an experiment. The interview is to understand people's idea on music, while the experiment is to discover people's reaction to music at different tempos. During the interview section, we hope to understand participants' music listening habits and their perceptions of the effects on them. When and why do you listen to music?
When I'm in transportations,
I seldom listen to music
when I do homework
because I think it can increase my productivity.
Because I want to have some entertainment.
Do you agree that music is important to you and why?
Yes, because it helps me focus on my homework.
It can help me regulate my emotions, such as when I want to boost my productivity, I can listen to some very energetic music.
What is the genre that you usually listen to? How do you feel when you listen to that type of music?
Pop music.
The sad love song because I think it can relate it to my past experience.
To classical music because I think it can make me feel relaxed.
Do you believe that music influences you?
Yes, I think so, because when I listen to the music, I would love to sing along with it.
I think I always want to dance with it.
It provides kinds of relaxation and help me to escape from different kinds of pressure in my life and also the academic life.
No, I don't believe music influences me. I usually listen to music while I am walking or on a train, but my mood isn't that different. It's still the same.
Now that we understand our participants' thoughts on music, next, we will perform an experiment to delve into the link between music of different tempo and human body. We will first allow our participants to rest 5 minutes before starting. Then, we will measure their heart rate. Next, we will play them a song with fast tempo for 2 minutes. After that, we will measure their heart rate again. At this point, another rest for 5 minutes will be provided. Then, we will play them a slower song for 2 minutes. Once again, we will measure their heart rate. We invited a total of 12 volunteers to participate in our experiment. Now, let's look at our interview and experiment results.
During the interview, most of the students believe that music influences them, but is that really the case? when we measure the change in heart rate when listening to different music. The average heart rate when listening to fast music is 78.08, and that when listening to slow music is 76.58. The changes in heart rate after listening to different tempos of music are summarized in the table shown. According to the table, most participants show decreased heart rate after listening to both tempos of music, with the average change of heart rate after listening to fast music being -6.167, and that after listening to slow music being -7.667. However, we can see that the changes in heart rate are very random between participants. There is a great degree of variability in heart rate changes between individuals, and we cannot infer any significant correlation between musical tempos and heart rate.
And so, the results confirm our hypothesis and agree with the 2018 study. We therefore conclude that differences in musical tempo do not have an effect on heart rate, and the variability in the heart rate changes of participants could be attributed to individual differences in the responses to music. And yet, our study does not rule out the possibility that music can affect us in other ways, such as influencing our mood, as many of our participants had suggested. In fact, another study published in 2018 found that music with fast tempo can elicit positive emotions. So while a fast and upbeat pop song might not be able to manipulate your heart rate, it could be used as a tool to boost your mood.